From the Crash Team Racing intro, they're huge, they're strong, and they have tusks. But did you know that there's more to elephants than meets the eye? In this video, we'll explore the secret life of elephants, revealing what they get up to when no one is looking. The African elephant is not just a large mammal. It's a cultural icon, an environmental steward, and a marvel of adaptation. And with a bit of luck, it could be a long-lived ambassador for peace between humans and nature. Let's start with a fact that might surprise you. Elephants live in matriarchal herds. This means that the oldest female in the herd, the matriarch, leads the way. She's responsible for guiding the group to good food and water sources and teaching younger elephants important survival skills. Males, on the other hand, leave the herd when they reach maturity to live a more solitary life or maybe form loose groups with other bachelors. You probably didn't expect elephants to have such deep emotions. I mean, it's not like they're going to start crying if they lose a game of 20 questions, right? Well, actually, elephants do display a range of emotions that rival our own. They celebrate the birth of a calf with joyous trumpets and rumbles, showing affection towards the newborn and its mother. They gather around injured or sick members of the herd, trying to help or comfort them. And when a loved one dies, they will touch the body with their tusks and trunk, seemingly mourning the loss. This deep emotional connection is just one aspect of their complex social lives. Elephants are highly social animals who live in close-knit families called herds. These herds are made up of females and their offspring, led by the oldest and most experienced female known as the matriarch. Males, on the other hand, leave the herd during puberty and become solitary or form loose groups with other bachelors. Young elephants are born into these matriarchal herds and stay with their mothers for years, learning valuable skills and knowledge from her. This process of learning from one's mother and other experienced females is crucial for their development and ensures the continuation of their species. As the young ones grow up, they observe and copy the actions of the adults, gradually mastering the art of finding food, communicating with other elephants, and navigating their environment. For example, they learn which plants are safe to eat and which ones should be avoided, how to use their tusks and trunk effectively, and how to interpret the various sounds and gestures used by elephants to communicate. One of the most fascinating aspects of elephants is their exceptional memory. They can remember the location of water sources and migration paths for decades, allowing them to travel long distances in search of food and water. Their remarkable ability to navigate vast landscapes without getting lost is truly inspiring. Imagine being able to find your way back home after traveling thousands of miles. That's the kind of navigational skills we're talking about here. Elephants are highly mobile creatures. They can travel up to 60 miles per day in search of food and water, which is quite impressive considering their size. Their migration patterns are influenced by seasonal changes, and they move from one habitat to another in search of resources. These migrations can cover vast distances and allow elephants to access new sources of food and water. And let's not forget about their diet. Elephants are herbivores, and they consume a massive amount of vegetation each day, up to 300 pounds. They use their tusks to dig up roots and their trunk to strip bark off trees. They also enjoy eating fruits, leaves, and grass. Their feeding habits can have a significant impact on the distribution and growth of plants in their habitat. Elephants are known for their intelligence and problem-solving abilities. They've been observed using sticks to probe for termites and even creating dams to water crops. Their cognitive abilities allow them to adapt to different situations and find innovative solutions to challenges. Communication is another fascinating aspect of elephants' secret lives. They use a variety of vocalizations, including trumpets and rumbles, to communicate with each other over long distances. Their calls can travel for miles and are an essential part of their social interactions. Additionally, elephants communicate through infrasound, which are low-frequency sounds that can travel even further, up to 10 kilometers. This allows elephants to stay in touch with each other while they on the move or when they separated. Another interesting fact about elephants is their tool use. They use branches to scratch themselves and leaves to swat flies away. This demonstrates their intelligence and ability to use objects in a purposeful way. Elephants have an incredible lifespan, which can exceed 70 years in the wild. This means that they can live for several decades, experiencing significant changes in their environment and the world around them. Their longevity allows them to accumulate a wealth of knowledge and wisdom over time, making them valuable members of their ecosystem. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you. Elephants recognize themselves in mirrors. This is a rare ability among animals and reflects their high level of self-awareness. It's fascinating to think that elephants are one of the few species that can recognize themselves. In the wild, elephants face numerous threats, including poaching for their ivory tusks and habitat loss due to climate change. Poaching remains a serious problem despite being illegal, and it continues to threaten elephant populations. On the other hand, climate change brings droughts and shrinking habitats, making it harder for elephants to find food and water. As we've seen, elephants play a vital role in maintaining the balance of their ecosystems. Their feeding habits and migration patterns affect plant growth and seed dispersal. They also create water holes during dry seasons, providing a valuable resource for other animals. When elephants move across the landscape, they inadvertently help spread seeds, aiding in the regeneration of plants and maintaining biodiversity. By consuming fruits and vegetation, they ingest seeds that are later dispersed through their droppings, effectively dispersing plants over a wide area. However, these gentle giants aren't just ecosystem engineers. They're also highly intelligent and social creatures. Their complex communication, problem-solving abilities, and capacity for grief and joy make them more than just big gray animals. They're living, breathing beings with rich inner lives. Their memory is exceptional, allowing them to remember water sources and migration routes for decades. They navigate vast distances, sometimes up to 60 miles a day, in search of food and water, consuming up to 300 pounds of vegetation daily. Elephants also use tools, communicate through infrasound, and even recognize themselves in mirrors. Sadly, these magnificent creatures face threats such as poaching for their ivory tusks and habitat loss due to climate change. Despite the odds stacked against them, there are glimmers of hope. Organizations are working tirelessly to protect elephants from poachers, while others are creating sanctuaries where rescued elephants can roam freely and receive medical care. Some groups are even relocating elephants to areas with suitable habitats, helping them thrive in protected environments. Governments are stepping up their efforts to enforce bans on the ivory trade, making it harder for poachers to profit from their illegal activities. Hope is not lost. We can all do our part by supporting conservation organizations, raising awareness about the plight of elephants, and promoting sustainable practices that reduce our impact on their habitats. There are many ways that ordinary people like you and me can help make a difference for elephants. Donating to reputable organizations that work to protect elephants and their habitats is a great way to start. Supporting sanctuaries that care for rescued elephants also makes a positive impact. Additionally, raising awareness about elephant conservation in our communities and online can help change people's attitudes and behaviors towards these majestic creatures. If you're feeling adventurous, you can even participate in ecotourism initiatives that support elephant conservation efforts. By choosing to travel responsibly and supporting local communities that rely on ecotourism, you can contribute to the protection of elephants and their environment. Every little bit counts, and together we can make a significant difference in the fight to save elephants. Rescued elephants are showing remarkable adaptability and resilience when relocated to new habitats. Some previously captive elephants have successfully integrated into wild herds, demonstrating their ability to thrive in natural environments. Others have shown a natural aptitude for swimming, displaying their intelligence and problem-solving skills as they navigate new challenges. In some heartwarming cases, rescued elephants have formed unique bonds with their caretakers, showcasing their capacity for affection and trust. Some elephants have even learned to recognize themselves in mirrors, demonstrating self-awareness and cognitive abilities that rival those of humans. Despite the challenges they face, elephants continue to amaze us with their grace, intelligence, and resilience. Their sheer power and strength are evident in their massive size and tusks, but it's their emotional depth and complex social interactions that truly capture our hearts. Whether it's their ability to grieve the loss of a loved one, or their capacity for joy and celebration. Elephants remind us that they are not just animals, but sentient beings with rich inner lives. So what's the secret to their longevity? Well, it seems to lie in a combination of factors, including their balanced diet, social bonds, and the fact that they don't have many natural predators. Even though humans have been a major threat to their survival, elephants have managed to thrive for thousands of years. As we continue to learn more about elephants and their fascinating lives, we must also redouble our efforts to protect them from extinction. Habitat loss and poaching remain constant threats, and it is up to us to ensure that these magnificent creatures continue to roam free in their natural habitats. By understanding and appreciating the secret lives of elephants, we can better appreciate their importance to our planet and the need to preserve their existence for future generations. They are not just symbols of strength and wisdom, but living proof of the beauty and complexity of the natural world. So let us marvel at the elephants and work tirelessly to ensure that they remain an integral part of our planet's rich tapestry of life. Elephants are more than just symbols of strength. They are living proof of intelligence, compassion, and resilience in nature. Protecting them means protecting the heartbeat of Africa's wilderness. Together, we can ensure that future generations will still hear the thunder of elephants across the savannah.